Yo, what is up, guys? It is Corn7 here, back with another episode of this franchise series. We are still in the first year. We just completed the trade deadline in the last video. Um, and if you weren't there to watch it, I'll give you a small recap. For the pitching rotation, we have some changes. I traded away Turnbull for Savale and a minor leaguer that we'll never use. I just thought getting Savale at 26, he's on arbitration for the next few years, so hopefully he won't cost so much if we can keep on arbitration. If I have to give him a contract, I will, and I don't expect him to be that much. As long as I can keep it under 20 million, I'll be happy with that. But yeah, we brought up Alex Lang, sent down Matt Manning just because of the ERA, and hopefully Alex Lang can hold on the fort. We traded for Pedro Baez. I can't remember who we traded for him. But Pedro Baez, we needed to bolster the bullpen, and he's having a fantastic year. Even though he hasn't pitched a lot, but I'm decided to take a chance on him right now just because of what he's done so far. I mean, in his career, he's been a solid reliever. So hopefully we can get that out of him still. Fulmer's doing fine. I need these guys to be better. But yeah, then on the offensive side, I couldn't help myself. I could not help myself. We traded for Rafael Devers. What I didn't realize, he is on arbitration after this year. So we got one more year of arbitration. And if I can keep him of arbitration, and if it's $11.2 million, fine, until 2024, that'd be great. But if I do have to give him a contract, I also think, even though he'll be like $21 million at the I think we would do the same thing to free agency. I got to hold on tires. But I'm hoping I can give him an arbitration for at least one more year. That's my hope. We also added a couple of bench bats. We went out and got Francisco Mejia, a catcher who's only 26, a potential. Someone who can take over if needs to be, but he's a decent bench bat. I thought it'd be pretty good to have. I traded away Jake Rogers and a prospect, a low end prospect for him. And then we also traded for Darren Ruff. I traded away Robbie Grossman. I decided to gain Darren Ruff. The season he's having, I like that coming. He's 35 contract, but 3.1 million. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Especially even though at 2036, if I can get that season out of him next year, that'd be great coming. She still has great power, especially versus lefties. Um, but yeah. So, are we a Cinderella story? Um, I think that if we continue to play like we are, we might have a chance for the playoffs. I'm not saying the division, but maybe the wild card. And I'm hoping that the addition to Rafael Devers can help us, especially with Savale too, and the bench guys. The only guys I really need to do better right now is Meadows and especially Riley Green. Maybe Jonathan Scope tried to get that batting average up, but I like the power. He was an all-star, so but yeah. I think we can do it. So let's. I don't think I'm gonna make any more trades. There really isn't. I mean, I could go get Zach Plesac again. Maybe trade him for Michael Pineda. I could do that, but I had him last time, and basically I'm just stealing the starting pitchers from Cleveland. But I think Michael Pineda is pitching just fine right now. He's only on a 1 year contract. I won't resign him. Maybe I can get a young starter later. Besides, we had this guy. The guy, remember we signed in spring training, Pedro Guerrero. He is pitching fantastic down in AAA, and if he continues to do that, I might have him up next year as a if he continues to. Although I may want to keep him in one more year. Maybe we'll come at 25, but who knows? Because I also got Jackson Jobe coming up soon. Matt Manning, but he's not doing. He is doing better. He was not doing that well in Double A to start out, but he's doing better. But we got some people coming, especially also Francisco Montoya, who's doing fantastic. He might deserve a call up soon to Double A, but he's gonna be in there for a little bit longer. But we got some young pitchers coming up. If I have to, I'll sign a guy to a 1 year contract. Maybe Pineda again, but maybe someone else just to get it through the season. Because we got Eduardo Rodriguez, Savale, Mize, and Scooble. But then that last spot may go to Guerrero next year. And then years after that, Jackson Jobe and Manning. So we're fine right now. So I don't think I'm going to make any more trades, even for Zach Plesac. We got Aaron Savale, which is even better. But, I mean, I don't know, really. I mean, do I want to go after a younger pitcher? But who would I want? I mean, there really isn't. Maybe Singer at A potential 25, but Asa Lacey, but he's basically like he hasn't even pitched in AAA. Maybe he's been in AA. I don't know. Maybe he just got called up. But I mean, that's what Guerrero's gonna be. Uh, I just don't see the point in going to get someone else. I really don't. Maybe this guy, but yeah, I just don't see the point. Especially with, like I said, our guy's coming up. Um, so I think we're just gonna leave it there. Like I said, even if we don't make the playoffs this year, it's fine. I'm not really, gonna be too upset if we miss the playoffs, but I'm hoping we can make a run for it. So yeah, let's get through the season and see if we can make the postseason. I don't like all these losses going on. Come on, guys. Need to have a better September. Alright. So I get to call up 2 people. God, Green is just struggling. I'm hoping this is just 1 year because he is really struggling. Um, I think it might be time to send him down. I don't want to. I'll keep him up, I guess. 'Cause everybody, I mean, Austin Meadows is fine, I guess. Everybody else is doing fine except for Jonathan Scope. Um, who do you want to call up? We got 2 people to call up. Do we call up Pedro and see how he does here? Do we do that? Actually, yeah, I think so. You know, I might want to keep down in the minors next year. Maybe Manning's struggling down there. But I want to see what Guerrero is. We can add him to the 4. Oh, wait, I have to take someone off. We're going to call up Harold Castro coming off the bench. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to call him up. And actually, I might put him at center field. Do we call up this guy? See how he does. He is on the 40 man. He is 75 with C potential. He was one of the guys that I only chose him because of the overall and the decent potential, but he's killing it down there. He is. I wouldn't mind calling him up and put him right in the leadoff spot and see how he does with Riley Green on the bench. To try something new. So yeah, we'll call him up. He'll be one of our September call-ups and see how he does in the majors for that. And then we'll call up a pitcher. Probably Barnes. I mean, look at that. Look at those numbers. Joey Olsen. I remember we signed him too. He's doing pretty decent down there. But yeah, Lang is struggling too. Good lord. What can I do? I mean, there isn't anybody that has. But yeah, we're gonna call up Joey Barnes. Always on the 40 man. Who is on the 40 man? Okay, I'm gonna take off Joey Olsen just because. Or playoff eligible players cannot be removed. Of course they can't. What about Funkhauser? Can we take him off? They think we can make the playoffs, so I guess we'll call up Funk. I really want to call up Jacob Barnes, but we'll call up Kyle and see how he does. Because we can always use a good pitcher. All right, and there's that. So those are our call-ups. Hopefully, Funkhauser can go in. But man, Lang, what am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do with you? We're not probably gonna win the division. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna test out something. I'm gonna put this guy, Junior CRO, in for Riley Green. And I'll keep Riley Green in for lefty so he can still get at bats, but I want to see what Junior can do. Other than that, I think we're good. Did we call it Manning again? Because Lang's doing worse than Manning was. Although he's doing cold down and doing basically the same thing like he was in the majors. Joey Wentz wasn't even doing that good either. Hunter Garcia. Do we want to bring up Ronnie? He has decent... Alright. We'll have him as a long reliever. He has longer stamina than the rest. We gotta try something new, I guess. And we'll send down Alex Lang. He was having a phenomenal season down there, so that's why I called him up. But let's see what Ryan Garcia can do. He's going to be a long reliever, along with Tyler. So, there's that. Actually, maybe Ryan Garcia is better down there. So we only need really one long reliever. Alright, let's see if we can have a good September. I don't think we're going to make it. Nope, too many losses. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, we went 79 and 83, which isn't bad. It just we fell off at the end. Let's see how everybody finished. Akil Baddoo finished with a great season. That's good. Austin Meadows had an off year. Hopefully, he has a better year next year. Solid year for Javier Baez, like the power. Same with Rafael Devers, great season. Torkelson, good season. Castro, eh. Jonathan Scope, good power. Tucker Barnhart, great season. Rough, he cooled down, looks like, off the bench. So I'll keep him. Hopefully he can have a decent season off the bench next year. Candy had a decent season. Good season. Alright. Okay, so Junior wasn't ready to come up yet. He was not ready to come up yet. That's fine. That's fine. So, let's get to the off season and get to next year's spring training. I really don't care who wins at all. Braves defeat the White Sox. Okay. Going to the off season. Retirements. Drew Hutchinson, but no Miggy. Okay, so I gotta be careful in this year's free agency. So exclusive free agents. Do we want to bring back? We actually have a lot of money, surprisingly. But all right, Tucker Barnhart had a great season. Do we want to bring him back for a year? Or do we want to roll with Haas and Mejia? I think we'll roll with Mejia and Haas. Pineda had a solid season. Pedro Baez. We want to bring him back, at least for a year. Yeah, a year to $3 million. I'll offer him that. Alright, that's fine. Michael Fulmer. Yeah, you're coming back. For 3 years. We'll offer a 3-year contract for 2.6. Willie Peralta. Now we're going to let go. We'll just find a low-end starter. I mean, that's probably what Michael Pineda will be, but we'll see what's in free agency. If not, we'll go back to Michael Pineda. But the only guys I really want to bring back is these two guys. Let's get to free agency. Alright, well, we did sign Pineda again. Okay, how many years? 1 year, 5.5? Of course they did. We actually have $91 million to spend. He would like a longer reliever, although hopefully Manny can figure himself out. Funk had a good time up here, so maybe he'll stay. We do need a closer. We do have that guy down in the minors, though. How did he do? I wish I could see what he did. He's up to a 71 overall, same as Gregory Soto. Maybe we'll keep him one more year in the minors and run with Gregory. See, this is what happened last time. I went into free agency, and I went right after the first closer I saw. See, it's so hard not to go after these guys, but I gotta have faith in my guys. Presley had a good year. Rogers had a good year. Diaz had a phenomenal year, but I know what he's gonna ask. Okay, I'm kind of confused. That's less than what I offered him before. If you guys remember, it was like 23.3 million, if I remember correctly. I did delete the videos, though. I did delete the first franchise videos because I didn't want to be too confusing. It was like, okay, he did restart, but it was so confusing. I remember him being not well over, but it was like $23 million a year, 23.3 million. Or am I thinking about Javier Baez? Am I thinking about Javier? I am thinking about Javier. But I still think Diaz is cheaper than he was before. Do we go after Diaz again? I told myself I wouldn't do it, but he's cheaper. He's cheaper than before. And he had a great season. Although he wasn't played as the closer as much. Because I remember they traded for Gallegos, I think. So basically, he's not really asking for closer money. For 5 years. 16 million. I mean, okay. That is reasonable. So that's what I'm doing. Because before he offered like a $20 million contract. But this is reasonable. After the budget I have. And Miggy's still on the team. He's just in AAA for some reason. I think that's it. Yeah, see, that's just too much right now. I can't do that. I think that's all I can afford, really. Maybe a couple bullpen guys. Like Lugo. Anybody did, like, okay, this guy is going to get a contract. A 2-year. We'll do that's probably overpaying, but it's fine. Brad Boxberger had a great year. He's 34 too, so he'll probably get not a 4-year, a 2-year. Well, from that, I think that's it. I think that's all we're gonna do. I mean, really. Yeah. I mean, it will save the rest for the minor league players. Yeah. I cannot believe it. I just can't believe it. Um, as much as I want to go after Max Muncy or Trey Turner, we could play center fielder. Has great speed. I can't. I don't have the money for him. I just don't. Yeah, 31 million. 14 million though. Max Muncy. We already have a first baseman. He can play second and third. Do we put Scope on the bench? I mean, that's a pretty not 5-year contract though, not a 5-year. A 3-year 15.3. We can afford that. We can afford that. And if he, and I think that's it. And after he accepts that, we'll put Max Muncy at second base. He has good fielding, good power. Yeah, that's it. I mean, they're a lot cheaper than I expected, especially Diaz. I can't believe the first time. I swear it was over 20 million. But still, after this, if he accepts all these, we still have over. I mean, not over, just under $50 million to spend still, and the rest, and that rest of that can go into the minor league players. Because arbitration. Oh, that's right. We have to offer arbitration. So let's do that right now. Let's use this money to offer arbitration. I want to offer arbitration to. Yeah, submit offer. If we can get Rafael Devers in arbitration, what would be cheaper? That or okay, it would be cheaper right now to try to get arbitration. Savale, if I can get arbitration. I'll go up to 1 million, just so hopefully he'll accept. Like 1.2. Hopefully I can get that. That'd be so sick if I can get that. Austin Meadows. He is off for arbitration too. Alright. 4 million. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Willie Castro. All from, yeah. 700,000. Sure. Casey Mize. We'll go up to 8,000. 800,000. Yeah, we'll try to save these guys as much as possible until I have the money to get after these guys, which I did if I didn't go after the other guys I'm getting. But we could be a playoff team year 2 if I work this out. Now, do I want to bring back Jameer as a, what's his arbitration? 5.8? We have the money for it. All right, we'll offer him a 1-year contract for a bench player. Okay. Want to make sure I get these guys. Dustin Garneau, I'm not going to offer him. This guy I'm not going to offer either. Jacob Barnes, I know he did fantastic, but I don't see ever using him, so I'm not going to offer him. I got to sign Gregory Soto. Luckily, he's cheap. Just in case we don't get Edwin Diaz, we need a closer. Tyler Alexander. I mean, what would his arbitration be? Alright, it's cheap enough. We'll keep him around. Just 4 more years. See, if, like a 1 year prove it deal. See, I think this is where all the money goes to. Because our arbitration that I don't do. So, do I want to bring back Joe? He did figure it out towards the end. Yeah, we'll give him 1 more year. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright. And then Scooble. And these guys. These 2 guys. Scooble will go up just like Casey Mize. 800,000. And then Mahia. Just like that, and we're still under budget by $10 million. You know, just under. But hopefully we can get these guys. Hopefully we get these guys. Except for these 3 guys. Hopefully the CPU doesn't do it. Although, probably, yeah, it wouldn't be too much. Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad if they did. But, alright, let's see if we can have a good free agency here. Damn! Oh, that was unfortunate. I really was hoping I would snag him. Did it open up some money? Do I want to go after a second baseman? Put Scope on the bench. Trey Turner. But he wants that big contract, though. See, that's the only reason why I went with Max Muncy. Yeah, he was older, but we are also in win now mode. And, you know, he was pretty cheap. I really don't think, unless I can get Tim Anderson. Do we go after Tim Anderson? No, I don't think so. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Um, I was just hoping to get uh, Max Muncy. I really was. But really, there really isn't that many. Yeah, there really isn't. I mean, the only other guy I would consider, which we don't have enough money for, is Trey Turner, but we don't have enough money for him. I mean, Tim Anderson, I mean, he'd be pretty cheap. But, I mean, the only thing he did better than Jonathan Scope was a little higher batting average. He didn't really have the power. So, do we want to put Jonathan Scope on the bench for Tim Anderson? That's the question. Is Tim Anderson the future second baseman? Although he's not that much younger. He's like 1 year or 2 years younger than Jonathan Scope. I think we should wait and just, run with Jonathan Scope for one more year until after we get money, then go after a star second baseman in the future. Um, Maybe we can trade for Trey Turner. Maybe there's a way we can get Trey Turner. I mean, not Trey Turner, Max Muncy. Maybe we can trade away Jonathan Scope, although I wanted to keep him. Wonder if there's a way. Is there a way we can get... Where did he go, the Rockies? He did. For $19 million a year. Although it goes down per year. So it was a lot cheaper than I was... A little more expensive than I was giving him. We want to try to make this work. Obviously, Ruff wasn't going to get it done. Wow, Wallace Durham almost gets it done. So one of the guys I signed was... Oh, he's the guy I drafted. That's right. That's right. He was the guy I drafted. They're here now. And then there's the other guy I drafted, Rafael Cardona. That's right. Yep. Yeah, I think I think it's... I don't remember trying to sign Spencer Torkelson. Oh, here's the tender contracts. Oh, they don't have enough service time for arbitration. I don't want to renew Derek Hill. I forgot about this part. This is where I probably will go over budget if we sign all the guys. I totally forgot about that part. Yeah, unfortunately. Oops. So I'm just gonna take someone off. I think... As much as I want Edwin Diaz, I can't keep him. Unless I can get him for a cheaper deal. Like, maybe like $12 million. That's the only way I'll go after him. I can get him for like a $12 million deal. But then we go below. Yeah. Because I gotta be smarter with this. I gotta withdraw it. Because I need to get the other guys. But I thought I had him for arbitration. Renewable, arbitration. These should be automatic. Yeah, these should be automatic. But I won't have enough money to sign all these guys. I don't want Derek Hill. Hopefully, don't sign Derek Hill back. I'm kind of iffy on Eric Haas. So we got Haas and Mejia. That's right. We didn't re-sign Tucker Barnhart. So it's basically Haas and Mejia. Okay, so I want Eric Haas back. Yeah. So unfortunately, we got to roll with. We'll go after a closer in next year's free agency. But right now I got to withdraw the offer from Edwin Diaz. But we'll try to get these two guys for the bullpen at least. But yeah, the rest I'll let the CPU handle. Hopefully they make good decisions. They should. They got money for it. Yeah, let's keep signing. All right, did we get our guys? Oh wait, I have to advance for one more year, one more season. Aaron Judge goes to the Angels to play with Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. Although, yeah, Ohtani should still be there. No freaking way. No freaking way. No freaking way. No freaking way. Mike Trout, Ohtani, and Aaron Judge. Good lord. Look out for the Angels, folks. Look out for the Angels. And Mitch Garver. Yeah, watch out for the Angels next year. They're going to be dangerous with Mike Trout and Aaron. How the hell were they able to afford that? And Shohei. Let's see. 20. Okay, so it goes up. That's a big contract. But how are they able to afford that with Trout's contract? Did he resign? Oh, no, he's in arbitration. So he's out one more year. Okay, we're going after Ohtani next year. That's the fact of the matter. Is if we have money for it, we're going after Ohtani. I know we have younger pitchers. If we can get Ohtani, we can do both DH and pitch. Sorry. But, man, how are they able to afford that? And Rendon. How are they able to afford this? I mean, I know Rendon isn't like that superstar player. I'm just looking at his contract. He's offered $30+ million a year, going up every year. They got Mike Trout. Now they got Aaron Judge. And I can't afford that either. And I can't afford anything like that. I signed Edwin Diaz in the first franchise. And it puts me into a money hole. Then a few years later, I go after basically what they did, have like two superstar guys. And I go in debt. They have to be in debt. But how can they afford that? That is just mind-boggling to me. That is just mind-boggling. Just mind-boggling. But let's just continue to Rule 5 draft. Kershaw goes to the Cardinals. Wilson Contreras goes to the Diamondbacks. Trey Turner goes to the Yankees. Because of course he does. Aaron Nola goes to the Braves. Matt Chapman gets traded to the Red Sox for Xander Bogaerts and a prospect. Wow. Okay. This is the Rule 5 draft. Do we have any picks this time? We don't. So let's just simulate to the end. Ryan Presley goes to the... What? Okay. Edwin Diaz goes to the Orioles. On a 3-year, $42 million deal. What is that? 42 divided by 3. That's a 14. That's what I offered him. I only rejected because of other offers. But I needed the money. Oh no, I offered him 15, but I was still pretty damn close. Damn, I could have got him too. Okay. Tim Anderson goes to the Reds. All right, so we got both of our guys. Got these guys. Good. Oh, we did sign Derek Hill. Okay, he's going to be a trade piece. We still have money. We still have money to spend. Who's still in free agency? Joey Gallo still here. Andrew Benintendi. I know I signed him the last time. He could be a good bench piece. He's pretty cheap too. That could get him. But I'm gonna not do that as much as I want to. Just gotta hope that my arbitrations get signed. That's basically it right now. Is waiting for the arbitrations to get signed. Save the money for next year. Let's just simulate the offseason. Joey Gallo goes to the Giants. JD Martinez goes to the Marlins. Okay. Okay, we're at spring training. Did we get everybody? Please tell me yes. We did. Okay, so we got pretty much everybody. Hopefully this is the last year of Miggy. But yeah, I will fix the lineups going into the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Fortunately, we couldn't make the playoffs, but I expect better things this year. Let's look at our budget. I still have $32 million to spend, so I could have signed Edwin Diaz. I could have. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts my soul a little bit. I could have signed Edwin, and I could have signed Turner. Not Turner. Max Muncy if he'd signed. Oh, that's unfortunate. This really is unfortunate. I could have signed Diaz. Can I trade for him? Is there a way I can trade for him? Oh, I don't think there is. Although our bullpen's better. Do you want Tyler? I will gladly give up Tyler. I know I signed him to a arbitration deal, but I would gladly give up Tyler Alexander for Edwin Diaz. But I don't want to do that. What about Ty Madden? Oh, that gets it close. Fortunately, I'd rather give up Ty Madden than... Because we really don't have a guy... We do have Matt Manning. I forgot about that. Alright, so Manning will be our long reliever. So Tyler Alexander is going to be gone. And I'll trade away... Dustin Garneau. Pedro Gomez. Is he injured? He must be. I don't want to give him Junior, though. Oh, you'll take Derek Hill? For Edwin Diaz, $14 million for 3 years? Yes, please. For Tyler Alexander and Derek Hill. I'm doing it. If I had enough money, because I still have $20 million. I still have $20 million. And that means our pitching rotation, Soto could be a setup man. You know? So, Soto could be a setup man along with Andrew Chafin. Boxberger, Pedro Baez, and this guy can all be medium relievers. Matt Manning's going to be a long reliever. So, and Fulmer will also be in here too. Okay. And at worst, if Matt Manning goes down, because we may have to put Fulmer in the bullpen because we probably have too many pitchers. But if so, Fulmer used to be a starter. Because I know his stamina is low, but he used to be a starter. So we can put him at the long reliever spot if need to be. Yeah. Do we have enough to go get... Because really, Max Muncy, $19 million a year, and it goes down every year. But that would take up most of our money right now. Okay. But once Miguel Cabrera goes away, because if you were to trade away Miggy, where is he? He's all the way down here. He's probably 60 overall. Just, watch the money grow. Bam. Once he's gone, it opens up so much money. So much. So I think we'll just save it there. Unfortunately, I really wanted Max, but I don't think there's a way for me to get Max Manning. Max Manning. Yeah, there's just... If I trade away to Eduardo, that's the only way. But I want to keep Eduardo. Unless he sucks this year. Just like before. Because he had a solid first season. Then if he sucks this year, I wouldn't be afraid to trade him for Max Muncy. But maybe that's not the guy I go after. But I think we'll just roll with the team we have. We got Edwin Diaz, and I can afford him. That's the important thing. I can afford him. And once Mickey goes away next year, hopefully, because he is gonna be gone, no matter if he retires or not, because I'm not renewing his contract. I'm not signing him back, and I'm gonna have so much money to spend, and maybe and also Jonathan Scope should be gone. So depending on how he does here this season, I might resign him to like a 1-year contract off the bench and then sign like a younger star second baseman to take his place. But yeah, I'm excited for this year. I think this year is going to be a really good year. But I'm going to end it here. Longer episode, and I apologize for that. Actually, no, we're right about what these episodes usually are. Like I said, unfortunately, we couldn't make the playoffs. I like the signings we did. We kept it simple. Got most of the guys on free agency. Who's still in free agency? Do we want to sign? We don't want to. I'll look at the free agencies, but I don't know if there's any guys I want to give an invite to. Yeah, it's not looking like there's any guy I want to give an invite to. Maybe Wayne Weber as a second baseman. His fielding's good, but he doesn't have any good hitting stats. So there's really isn't. He has D potential. If he had A potential, that would be, or B, that would have been better. But like I said, I don't think there's anybody down here that's worth giving a chance to. Yeah, like I said, if he had B potential, that would have been so great. But yeah, there's no one. There's no one that I. Good fielding, good speed, but I guess decent contact. But he's too low overall, and he doesn't have a good development. But like I said, we got people on arbitration, until we get the money back, and then we can sign these guys. Or if I can just keep them arbitration, if I could just keep them arbitration until I need to sign them, that would be awesome, so that I can focus on other positions. But yeah, I got some decisions I got to do. Do we want to sign Brantley for the bench? That's something I'll consider as well. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new here, please subscribe. And let me know what you guys think entering year 2. Peace out, guys.